Welcome to episode 1 of this Let's Play series. We're playing Gladius Relics of War. This is a WarHammer 40,000 game. We're playing as the ADEPTA Sororitas, which is the Sisters of Battle, essentially. We've got the Battle Sisters backing through this side. Now, I could keep on exploring, but the big rule of thumb in this game is don't go too far. Do what you need to do. Exploration is not important at this early stage. Survival is important. And so we need to come back through. I do want to just make sure there's nothing of value up through here. So just have a bit of a look and to see. There is actually more stuff beyond there that we can't actually see yet. I do also want to I don't want to go too far, but I just want to have a bit of a look across. I might just bounce into here just to see what we can spot. Okay, we're not seeing anything through this forest. There's no rush in the first part of this game. There really isn't. You don't want to have your troops too isolated. Just end our turn. And we'll just sort of wait for the AI to then sort of move. There may be things that pop into this other side. I will actually go across to this one next and just have a bit of a look out at this other area. Now they've come in right next to our city. Our city's going to do some really damaging attacks in through here. It's down to just one. It's now done an attack on our city. Our cities are, like our city, if anything comes within 2 of the city, can do absolute devastation. Now it's already had a turn. If we have a look at this one through here, you'll see it's got no actions left. So it can't actually fire back. There's no overwatch. What I do want to do though, oh God, I wanted to actually move up and have a bit of a look. I think I'll still move up with this one here. It's not going to pick up the experience from the others. Yeah, it's okay. We're just having a look at the edge of the map there. In reality, this one, I can finish this one off and still get the experience coming back this other side, so we'll do that. Nice. So we'll pick up the experience because it's within 3 of the attack. Let's just move across, keep everything else in there. We've got more of them over this side. Now, I'm going to leave this one here. I'm not going to actually fire. If I fire at this one, you can see there, if I just press shift, I can then sort of show you what's going on. We can do basically 5. The damage, it just shows us what the damage is with the bolt guns. We're going to do 4.6 damage with our bolt guns, the way it's going to fire. We're going to have 1.5 times the attacks of 5, so that's 7.5. The armor penetration is 1. The accuracy is 67%. And the range is 2. So that 67% of 7.5 is going to end up being around about 4.6. These guys won't actually have any armor. I don't think they will. They've got 2 armor. Actually, what's ours? Ours has got the bolter has got a armor penetration of 1. Okay, they take a little bit less damage because their armor outstrips ours. So another 8.5% comes off the totals. So that's how we're getting to the. Again, if I just press the shift and hover that one over there, the 4.6. I'm thinking if I got a calculator, which I do have, and I'll just do the sums. It's going to be 7.5, and then times it's going to be like times 0.66, and then times 0.93. I think 92. I'll just do 92. Wasn't on. 7.5 times 0.67, which is the accuracy factor that we actually have, times 0.92, which is basically take 8% off because of the difference in the armor. Yeah, 4.6.23 is actually the damage that we do. So 4.6 is why the damage is getting there. So again, if we have a look at this one here, the accuracy of 8, 67%. The armor penetration, we've got 1, which means that they've only got 1 level of armor protection that will kick in, which only is 8.3% of protection for them. So calculate all that out, we could end up with 4.6 damage. So I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I'm not wanting to spend too much time. If I wait and they come in close, because remember these guys have only got like a range of 1, so they're going to have to come in close to then sort of have a crack at me. If I do that and I leave Overwatch on, then I'm going to get a shot where I attack twice rather than once, and so we're going to do a lot of damage back in against these guys. At the moment, if we hover over that one and just press with this one selected, you can see that I'll do 2 casualties. I should get at least 4 casualties if I wait. Let's just skip this unit in this case. Order the cities back in through here. So we now have to now go and expand our city. So we've now sort of done what we needed to do in here initially. Now I do want to move into this, like, actually no, I've already done this one now. We've already got that one there. And so we wanted to now go and get the battle chapel, which will then give us more requisitions back into this area. So actually no, we wanted to go with research, sorry. I want to do research first. So I want this one to be, I'll just go back in there. And this will be plus 20% research at this location. So we'll do that. And exit the city and end our turn. Oh, we've got a unit right on the edge of us. Now that's actually a problem. That's really, really close. So that's not comfortable at all. And depending on who it is, we're going to have to probably go earlier than we want against them. The game is very much a battle of attrition, and when you're playing on anything other than just medium, we're playing on hard plus, it means that they're going to have advantages in essentially their units are going to be more advanced than what ours are. Not dramatically, but they're just going to be a couple of levels up. They're going to be probably starting at level 3, I would guess. Level 2 or level 3. Anyway, I'm going to order now the units. They didn't come and do anything, so let's just go and bring our other forces back across. Now, in reality, I would have preferred that one for myself. I'm going to move them back up. There's nothing much down of value to us down this way. I could just go and make sure that this water all does join up, which I think I might just go and do, just to have a bit of a look here. That's all just water down that way. So there's no screaming rush to move off to here, but I want this for myself. This is way too close. So we'll end our turn in here. Yep, they've just taken whatever it was, has now taken this thing down. That was a webway gate. Yeah, this is looking pretty dangerous at this point in time. We may have to rely on the city. Now I've got frag grenades, that's useful. Just move this one up. Just see if we can spot anything. So we've got this group over through there. There's ruins out through this other side. I'll just wait for my units to then be able to sort of go and get to protect each other. Now they can protect each other in the forest to a degree. In the ruins as well is good. Just choose our research. Now we've got the frag grenade. We definitely need the Legantine's Priory. End our turn. Necrons. Now Necrons are really hard in the early game because they basically they've got 2 range like what we've got, but they also actually heal themselves up. So we've lost one of our units already. They heal up every single turn. Now this is one of these things where we have to then think, do we actually go after them? If I can kill these units off, and they do start at level 2 as well, with the damage that's been done. They've both fired. We've got a little bit of protection there. Now if I go and move this one up, and if I go and actually right click and hold it down and then just scroll across. So if I just go control click, actually if I do control click, we get another 2 of these, another 2 casualties. I think I'm going to take this actually. If I can destroy one of their units now, this would be very, very good for us. So we'll go and do that one. Now I do actually also have these grenades that we just got as well. That's going to do 6 damage. If we just go and click that one, and then we just go back across and just do this is 4.7. Let's just see what sort of damage we can do with this one. We can get into the protection of the trees and through here as well. Luckily they both fired at this other unit. And this one here we can do 5.8. Now again, if I have a look at the actual unit itself, what sort of damage have they got? They've got, they're down to exactly 10. So they've got 10 hit points left at this point in time. 5.8 plus 4.7, that's going to be more than the 10. So I don't need to waste the frag grenades. Now we'll get them back after 10 turns, but let's actually just go with this one now. And so we need to destroy these. These will now be down to 4.1. When we hover over this one, we're going to do 2 casualties. Great, that's a great start because we now get rid of one of their units. That's the law of attrition is now kicked in our favour. We have taken a bit of damage through here. I don't know if this one will stay in the fight. It probably will run off, but who knows? And it will also be stripping. It'll be starting to build things because they can build fairly quickly. We'll just end our turn. Now it went up there. So it's gone into the protection of the ruins. I think we're going to move this one across and still keep on going after this one just for a little while until it becomes too much. Now, before we have a look at this one, what do they actually have? They've also got rapid fire, which doubles the attacks at half range for them as well. So if we can go in nice and close, we'll do a lot of damage here. The accuracy is 8. If we go and have a look at our units, and then if we go and if I just hover over it with a right click, you can see we're going to do 2 damage. If I press Control, it'll then show me what I'll do. I'll still only do 1 casualty of damage in through there. And if I press Shift, I can then start to have a bit of a look to see what the difference actually is through here as to what they actually have. If I press Alt when I do this, it gets a bit confusing, but if I press Control and Alt, I can then see the damage that comes back the other way. Again, if it's at range, they're going to do 1 casualty of damage against us at that location. At that location, they're going to do... It's not going to show me, is it exactly? No, it's not going to show me exactly what's going on there. So, is it worth it? We do 1 casualty there. We got 1 casualty with the other one as well, but we've already taken some damage. This is where the AI is quite good. It's actually now moved into a very, very secure position, and there may be more units on the way, for all we know. I would love to kill it. What about the crack grenades? You know, I think I might actually take this. It's very, very risky. I'd have to move this position into here to get the extra protection. Let's go and do this. Now, if we use the crack grenade, you only do 5 damage there with that as well. Do 3.9 there. Actually, I'll take the 5. I'll use these grenades. The other thing we have is this one here, the Light of the Emperor. It's a free action. Act of Faith, usable if the unit is not shaken or broken, and so this one gives us extra accuracy. This one may be worth doing for the bolt guns, but let's actually just use a crack grenade. So just left click on that one. So we got rid of 1 unit. Now these do heal up a fair bit. If we now grab this unit and have another look to see what we can do through here, if I press Control, you'll then go into there. We do 1 of 4 casualties there. Again, it's not really enough, so let's just move across into that location, and hopefully we'll be able to sort of survive here for a little bit of time. This one's also worth some extra points to us, so that's actually good. And the crack grenade in there is still only going to do 1 damage. If we I'll just left click over there so we don't actually use it. If we, oh hang on, this the Light of the Emperor. Now we can't actually use that at the moment. Actually, I must have used it before. I don't remember actually using it. Maybe I did it accidentally. 2.3 versus 3. I'll just have a crack at it. Now you'll see the Necrons have got like a special ability where they heal up when it's their turn. Now our cities have now been ordered. We now want to go and get the battle chapel in this location. We'll exit the city and end our turn, and then we'll sort of watch what actually happens here. So the Necrons, the reason the Necrons are so difficult is you really have to kill them off. They have this reanimation protocols. They get +2 hit points per turn. So they're going to be right back up again, and they're going to be causing a lot of damage in through here. We may have to give up and run away. Yeah, so they've come right back up. Another one of ours is gone. I can't stay in the fight any longer. So we now need to move off. And if we draw it forward, so be it. But I'm not sure if that's going to work all that well. Now, for us to get across, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. I can get back to there, which I think I'll actually do. So we've now got the next building. So I'll move that one back to there. And there's no point really staying back in here either. I'm just going to move that one across, and hopefully we survive this next attack, and then we'll have to sort of bring it back into the city itself. Order the units. Just going to leave that one there. I can go for that one again and get rid of 1 more unit, but it's just going to come back. We're going to do 2 damage. It'll bring back 2 damage as well. Or it'll come back with 2 more extra points. I think I'm just going to sit where I am because it's probably going to have to go to there, which will, at least I'll have then double attacks with both my units. So I'm going to skip that unit, choose the next research. Now, we now can go to the next phase over through here. We need 2 more of these before we can go and get the hospitalers, which is actually our target. We are going to need to be increasing the population limit at some point. And it's what we get next, whether we go the crack grenades, which are more against armor, or the Dialogus, which is another support hero. I think I'm going to go, I'll go the Cells Urbis, I think, initially, just so we can sort of get like a bigger population in the cities. We'll end our turn. And what will they do? Will they come after us? Nope, they've gone off. So they've had enough as well. It's so clever, the AI. They don't just blindly waste their units. Now, we were lucky that we managed to kill off one of their units, but they'll be back stronger and better next time. And so we have to be very, very careful. We're going to need to get another couple of Sisters of Battle units just to sort of contend with what they're doing. And for that, we're going to need requisition points. Yeah, probably only requisition points, really. So we'll just go and order the units. Now, I'm going to move this one back into the city. We can actually heal faster in the city than we can outside the city. I might just come back into, which one should we? I can either go inside the city itself, but I think I'll just move back into here, just inside the city areas. And if we have a look at the health, yeah, plus 20% healing rate in through here rather than 10%. The healing rate back out here is 10% healing rate. So we'll just go and sit on the outside edge here while these ones heal up. So we'll end our turn there. Very important to try not to lose any units at the start of the battle. That was a good first salvo that we did against the Necrons, but we're not going to be able to take them on for quite some time. Here we go. This is again going to do a bit of damage. Nowhere near as much as what it was doing when it was right next to us. Okay, so that one stays where that is. This one here, we'll just keep on smashing this one. They'll run away. This location, order units. You just stay where you are. I could have actually gone down to finish that one off. In fact, I might do that actually. Now they're going to get a free shot at us from the Overwatch, which isn't going to hurt us very much at all. And then we can finish them off. Now, 1, 2, 3. Yep, these are all within their range to then pick up the experience. Okay, that's good. End our turn there. Yeah, so playing cautiously is very, very important. So our healing is doubling what it was before. So I'm just going to go and heal this one up. This one's got very, very slight damage. Choose research. Right, we've got the next one. I'm now going to go to the Dialogus, which is another hero. End our turn. Again, if we wanted to find out about the actual units, just go to the F1 and have a look at the actual units, see what their powers actually are. This is good. We're healing up nicely over here. And we'll skip that unit again. End our turn. Here they come. They've brought back another group now. So now we have another fight on our hands. But we'll just stay where we are. If we can draw them down this way, that would be great. Like just one more tile, and then that would actually work in fairly nicely. I'm just going to move this one back up into here. Give it a bit more support. So we're in the forest now. They may get into the forest as well. Just order the cities. We can now go and get more battle sisters. So we'll go and do one of these. These are 40, so we'll grab one of those right now. 6 turns before we get that one. We also need to now expand our next area. Now the next thing we want to get is this Legatine's Priory, which will give us influence and loyalty. Now there's no other influence and loyalty, so I can build that one down in here where I get just more research. Oh, hang on, I can't. Yeah, so I need to go and expand into this side. So I'll just go and do that. We'll exit the city and end our turn. Good, 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 good. Now that's going to do a lot of damage there. A lot of damage. Yeah, and so we'll get this one killed. And there we go. We've killed it with the other one that was healing up. This one took some damage. It's now found us in the forest, and we're doing very, very well here. This is awesome, actually. This is an awesome start because they've come in with what they thought was powerful enough. They didn't know where the city was. They saw the city, basically, it's all just too late. So we now have a good attack here to get rid of 3 of them using the city. That's an incredibly good start. Now they've already fired, so they don't actually have any more reaction fire. So we'll move on up. And that's not going to quite finish them off. But this one here will. And then that's 2 groups, that's 2 stacks gone. Again, the battle of attrition is good for us. That's working out really, really quite nicely. I think we'll aim to get our next city over here somewhere. So we can use it almost offensively. Okay, we've now got the Dialogus. This unit, we still want to keep on healing both of these up. I think I'll actually take this location because they shouldn't have too much else in the short term. And we do want to get on top of the energy. Order the cities. Back into here. So 4 more turns before we get this one into this side. We now need to go and get the Legatines Priory, which is going to take me, it's going to chew up a lot of our energy, so we have to be careful of this one. We built that one into there. We choose research. And now we can go for the Hospitallers, which we'll get in 4 turns. So it's going to be about the right timing for us to then start to sort of get the next city as well. Exit the city and end our turn. We're going to have to go on the other side of this to build our next city. We'll sort of stay in here and just try to protect this area until we actually do get the... we won't go hunting until we're really ready. Again, just play cautiously. This one's now ready to go. Let's move that one up. Order units. You can heal up in there. End our turn. Here they come again. This is good for us because we can now move this one across into here. Now that one, if we don't get any real damage done there, yeah, so they can really outgun us for quite some period of time. We don't get any casualties there. I don't want to waste this just yet. I think I'm just going to stay in this position until we got another one coming fairly soon. We may have to run backwards again. 2 more turns and we get the next Sister of Battle. Yeah, they keep on bouncing back very effectively. The net result, though, is that we are actually killing them off a little bit. We should also be getting a little bit of health back, not as much as what they do. Did we get any? No, because we took the damage, we didn't. We've got one there. We'll just keep on doing this. I might as well keep on firing at these as well. Now they probably will run back. They may just stay because they'll pick up another unit straight away. Yeah. We're going to have to run again now. We just can't contend with them. These are a very, very difficult early game unit. In fact, they're difficult all the time. They're so much fun to play. Okay, so we now got Hospitallers, who's now been researched. And if we do the crack grenade, we get 2 of 4. If I just if I use the normal one, we get still get 2 of 4 there. It's 4.1 as opposed to 5.3. I think we'll still just keep on doing this. Now this one in here, we're going to do 1.2. If I press the the control key, and look at what we can do if we moved into, say, here. We do get another 1 if we move up next to it, but I don't really want to do that. So let's just go and hit this one again, just at range. So we're getting it down now. It'll probably have to run back again at this point in time. We've got the next sister that's now come back through. Let's just go and move her up into here. So we'll start to outproduce them a little bit in certain ways. Order cities. Grab another one of those. We've still got one more turn before we can get the healer units. Choosing research. Now the Dominions. There's a short-range anti-infantry unit equipped with flamethrowers. Which should be fairly good. Now again, to find out whether that's worth it or not, the mortifier requires the hangar. We'd have to go back for that one. And so this is a heavily armed walk unit which goes berserk and relentlessly rampages across the battlefield. I'm just going to click on OK before we choose anything. Just going to choose F1. And just going to go back across to our units, not the Space Marines, but the ADEPTA Sororitas, and have a quick look at the some of these other units that we can go for. So the Dominions, these have got, what sort of damage do they do? These are only range 1, armor penetration of 1. The accuracy is 100%, which is good. 1.5 attacks. It ignores cover, so ignores the range damage reduction of the target unit. There's no escape, increases the attacks against open-topped units, then that's not going to affect the infantry. Template hits with increased accuracy against multiple group members of the target unit. That's actually ideal for us. This actually works in very, very well with these infantry units that we're going for. So I think we might go with the Dominions. We'll get them next because they also can be then made at the same location that we've currently got access to. So let's go and research those now. Normally I'd be going with something like the building that increases loyalty, but I think we'll go with this one here because I think that will help us until they start to bring in their actual mechanized units, which will then cause us another sort of thing to think about at that point. In fact, I probably should have done something different there rather than got the hospitals already. Maybe we could look at something different. Maybe we look at something different. Yeah, this one can close combat jump unit able to deal with armored targets. It's nice and cheap, whereas these do cost a bit. Look, I'll still go that way, I think, because I think we'll still be able to use them fairly effectively, and then maybe the Zephyr back and through this side as well. Or do we go with the mortifier? Is there anything else over this other side? Mid-range infantry equipped to destroy the most armor. Okay, this is actually probably go that way, go that way. So we're sort of now going outside of what we were trying to do with our economy, but we're up against the Necrons, and the Necrons are quite hard. Yeah, it's running off. This is so clever, what they do. Now, it won't have gone too far, but we're not going to be able to really chase it just yet. They do such a good job. I'm going to keep that one where it is, so we'll just get that one healed up. Bring that one through. Just keep that one where that is as well. Order cities. So back over through here, we can now go and get ourselves a hospitaller. We can also go and get canonesses and things like this as well, but the hospitaller is the one that we do need to get fairly urgently. So we're going to grab one of those. Ultimately, we'll get 2 of those. So, and what we might do is, I think that they're heading off anyway, but what we'll do is just go back to the city again. Actually, not that one, sorry. Just go back in and just tell it where to set the rally point to. So I'm going to set the rally point just off to the side here, just so that it ends up starting off in that location. Order the cities. That's good, that's good. We now need to go and build another building. Now we can still go and get, I think we're going to need to get energy, but energy would be better across at one of these other locations. So let's just go across and build ourselves one of these. Okay, we'll do that one. Here they come again, and this is now a completely different sort of unit. There we go. We got rid of one of them. That was lucky. Another one gone. That's excellent. These are immortals. These are quite powerful. We're not going to get another one. But we've got half of their points down. They didn't do too much damage, actually, which is actually okay. Ah, look at this. They've healed themselves straight up. All right. We're going to need to deal with them. Just wait for our turn. So the immortals are now the next level that they've actually got. Now if we can destroy them, that would be good. They actually used one of their abilities. If we have a look at the actual abilities that they've got, they've used this Necrodermis Repair. So it cost them 60 influence to actually go and make use of that. So that's actually an easy way for them to heal themselves up, but it does cost a bit. Now they're using Telsa Carbines, range 2. They've got 0 armor penetration, but fairly high accuracy, and they do 2.1 with 1.5 attacks, so times 5. So it does a lot of damage ultimately, but you know, we need to sort of be able to just kill them off fairly effectively. So I'm going to move this one back. I'm going to move these and keep these basically firing into this location. So now if I use the grenades, yeah, grenades are going to do 5 damage. Probably should have left that one back so I can get one more attack. We don't quite get what we need into here. Okay, another one down. I think they'll run away now, but I think there'll be another round of something else that will come back in. Yep, they've gone. Now they won't have gone further than there, but they're going to have a little bit of an advantage. If we can go into there with one of them, there's a good chance we'll actually do some damage. This is now where we have to think, are we going to actually get ahead or not? But we've run out of time for this episode, so we'll try that. I've got to think about whether I go there. I could expose myself to all sorts of pain coming through in these other ruins. We're going to ultimately need to capture all of this area. Anyway, I'll leave that for the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you then.